Hi and welcome to the Resources Roadhouse. I'm Wally Graham. You already know that. What you don't know is that I'm in Fremantle for the 2026 RIU Explorers Conference. Already this is only day one, it's only morning one, and all the usual suspects are around. We're expecting around about, from what I've been told, about 2,500 delegates to come wandering through the crowd over the next couple of days, which is going to be pretty exciting. And as you can see going on behind me, there's plenty of action. There's all the usual suspects here. There's companies all around. There's our friends from Top Drill, and there's other people around the place. And we are going to try and catch up with a couple of them just to see what they expect, to see what might be happening over the next day or so. Yep, and as you walk around, the people you bumped into, and I just happened to bump into Jackson Crabb, the man who runs the show here at RIU. Jackson, are you pretty happy with this morning's turnout?
Absolutely, Wally. It is so busy. There's a great atmosphere, the enthusiasm. All you can hear in the background is just people networking, engaging, and hopefully lots of business deals are getting done.
Yeah, well, it looks like something's getting done anyway, because people are happy, people are they are wandering around, and there's a lot of bum slapping, a lot of handshaking, everything going on.
Well, as we know, because you've been covering this conference for about 15 of the 25 years that we've been holding it, and it is the 25th year anniversary this year, what we know is that it's just time to perfection, because most people have come back from the Christmas New Year period, haven't had an opportunity to catch up with their colleagues or peers or friends, and this is just timed, like I said, spectacularly, that everyone congregates here in mid-Feb, and the way the market's been behaving of late, why wouldn't you want to be at a resources conference? Well, we just had, sorry to interrupt, but we just had Reg Spencer from Canaccord get up, and he almost was as bullish to call it an all-commodities mining boom. But if anyone wants to see that presentation, it'll be available on our YouTube page later this week or early next week.
Well, I was just going to say, like you were saying, everybody comes and catches up, and all the industry catches up. But it's not just industry, Jackson. There's a lot of people who are here who are, mum and dad investor types, retail investors, and it gives them the opportunity to see all these people in one spot too. So they've invested money with that person, they'll go over there and talk to them, and they'll hear another company speak, and they think, maybe I'll go and have a good chat with them and find out what's going on.
Well, you're spot on. There is no other conference in Australia that gets the number of investors that this show gets. It is huge when it comes to the retirees, the stockbroking community, the funds management, and a lot of them right now are sitting in the auditorium because they're either, as you mentioned, invested in the companies who are presenting or thinking about investing in the companies that are presenting. And then when that lunch and morning tea moment happens, well, let's just hope you've already had something to eat, because good luck.
I actually went outside for breakfast this morning because I knew I wouldn't get anything here. But that
I got to keep moving, Wally. He's doing a great job. Go the Resources Roadhouse. See you later.
Bingo. Thanks, mate. It's always good to grab hold of Jackson, and it's not always easy because he is the busiest man in the world, especially this first morning of the conference. G'day, Laurie. How are you? Yeah. And so as you go, you walk around through the conference here, you bump into a few old heads, as you probably just noticed, and there's always someone to say g'day to. And as always at these conferences, we have our friends of ABC Refinery and the man himself, Nicholas Fratelli. Nick, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Very well.
Okay, as I said, you're all a regular at the conference, yes. So it's been busy this morning. Busy for you?
It's it's a great conference. As you said, we've been here several years and watching the gold price move the right way for us, move the right way for gold miners. This bar's now worth $2.8 million, and we've. The question is the gold rally that we've seen that's been so amazing lately, is it going to continue? I was just on stage and thinking it probably will, because the conditions that led to where we are now haven't really gone away and haven't changed. Still lots of uncertainty, still concerns that dollar, which is not weak but has weakened lately, that weakness, it's a good chance it'll carry on.
So already this morning you've had people coming through the booth. Everybody's a bit more educated these days about gold and what's going on there. A lot of interest.
Yeah, I hope so. I think one of the really, really key things in the last few months is that gold's become more of a kind of come front and centre of the conversation about assets. In Australia, it's been very much obviously an ASX and a property and a bond sort of dominated asset space. People are a lot more aware of gold and gradually becoming more aware of how to buy it, how to sell it, and how that's fairly easy to do.
Yeah.
And it's nice and liquid. That's been a good part of the conversation.
Well, as always, I like to get my shot with the gold bar at the conference, and the years that I've been doing it, it's every year that's worth a little bit more.
Yeah, don't ask me how much it was worth last year because I can never remember. But it's always a bit more. It's quite a lot more, in fact. We've seen a big jump in the last year.
And another regular at the conference here, at the RIU Explorers Conference every year, is Gallagher. And the main, most important person at Gallagher is Jackie Moxham. Jackie, good to see you.
Good to see you too. Thank you so much for the warm introduction.
Oh yeah, no worries. Day one, it's been pretty busy. How's it been here?
Oh, absolutely. We've had lots of clients pop over to say hello. Always good just to kind of catch up on their projects, and obviously we've got the team on the floor making new introductions with prospects, etc.
Oh, terrific. So look, it's only day one, morning one, so by the end of day three I think you could be pretty worn out.
Oh, definitely. We've got the water stashed under the counter. We anticipate quite a few conversations happening, but it's a large crowd.
Yes.
It's definitely going to get busy, especially tomorrow. I think day two is normally.
Yeah, well, day two is always a bit of a mover. Day three, people do tend to sleep in a little bit. But I'm pretty sure I'm glad it's only water you've got stashed under that. Because I think by about day three you might need a little hard starter to get going.
I absolutely think so. Yeah, breakfast on Thursday morning could comprise maybe a little bit of oats.
No worries. All right, so Gallagher, you've got a pretty much a new crew, haven't you? A lot of new employees there.
Well, we definitely have some new additions to the team. What's really interesting though is market perception, because we've always had a large team who were more sort of behind the scenes. We had the players who really loved being out in the field, and a couple of those have moved on, and I think that's where the impression has come that we've got a completely new team, but we don't. There's a lot of the originals with the expertise, the solid foundations, but we're excited about the sort of the new skills that have come in, the new talent.
All right. Well, I've actually met quite a few of them last night at a little function we had, and no doubt I'll get to know them a little bit better over the next couple of days.
Fantastic.
Yes, all right. Thanks, Jack. It's always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
We'll catch up.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Have a great afternoon.